Okay, so today Scott and Brian, thanks. Today Scott and Brian are playing, holding the Houghton Bridge, which is from Schwerpunkt SP2. Looks like it's got some big nasty German tanks in it. It looks like a Panther.
Here's a mortar.
And maybe a Sherman. Looks like one of the long barrel jobs.
What is that? It will dismount.
Anyway, we've got
it'll be 5 portage points, right?
the Germans, I guess they set up first.
I'll just flip
Americans
it
set
over
up first.
to represent this.
The German moves first.
I've got dismantle count.
What's the objective here, guys? Brian, you want to give me a brief on the objective?
You have to clear the Americans' line of sight to the bridge within 6 hexes.
Yeah.
Heavy machine guns can't be a functioning manned heavy machine gun, shape-charged weapon, or tanks or guns.
So the big stuff has to not have an LOS to the bridge.
Within 6 hexes.
Within 6 hexes, gotcha.
Oh, perfect.
And you are on your first turn. You're coming out of off the hill there and getting ready to take the bridge. What do you think, Scott?
I think I screwed up.
Well, we'll see how it goes. You never know. 6 turns later.
Do you have an extra?
Okay, over here we have a poorly printed out copy of ADOS Amateurs, which is from FRF20. The roar on this is over here, 32-32, a pretty tight scenario. Let's look at the board. The objective here is for the SS squads to take a lot of territory and preserve their tanks. Kind of interesting victory conditions. He gets a victory point for each one of his tanks that are still functioning at the end of the game. He gets a victory point for each bridge that he takes. He gets a victory point for each building he takes. He's got to collect 8 victory points and also a victory point for each Russian squad he eliminates. So I got to keep him from getting victory points. He's got to preserve his tank. I got to preserve my infantry force. And I guess I also lose a victory point if I lose one of my tanks, which don't come on until turn 4. This is early war, 1941, so no Panzerfausts. And some funky light armor. I love this stuff. Eventually we'll put some blazes on the board after he sets up. German sets up first, which is odd, as the attacker. Then the Russian sets up here back and gets to actually place where the blazes are. It's not random. The Russian gets to choose. So it looks pretty interesting. What do you think, Seth?
Looks good. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, another interesting thing about the scenario is I got to choose the location of the blazes and the wind direction. And we have a mild breeze, so I've got a blaze with smoke, thus cutting off a flanking move here. Can't move through a blaze hex. And then another blaze here, just providing some additional difficulty for his movement point expenditure. And that bridge is pretty important. It's a victory point location. So you can see I've got some stuff in place there and blah, 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 blah. That's the setup. Put one back here to kind of make it hard to get to that side. He's got to take 8 points. That he gets a point for killing a squad, killing a tank, taking a bridge. There are 2 of those, and buildings. And if his vehicles survive, he gets a point apiece for those. Gets a point for killing one of my tanks. So I've gone with the defense in depth. We'll see how that goes.
I'm assuming you're not going to give up your concealment.
Okay, turn 1. The Germans moved up to the river.
These guys cannot assault out of here.
So we're doing the advance phase. The Russians chose not to fire at the units that assault moved into T5. Tanks came up into the woods. He's got to protect those because they're worth victory points. The one thing that did happen is a mortar back here acquired that hex, P6. And everybody's moving up a little bit. These SS squads are considered green in this scenario, so then they have 3 movement points unless they're with the leader. Not much is moved on the Russian side.
3? What is that?
3 is nothing, I think. 2 would be a change, and in this case, because it's gusty, a 10 is a gust turn. So there's no gusts.
I want you to show me the rule, because look, I'm looking here at 25.651. It says a gust eliminates all dispersed smoke and disperses all non-dispersed smoke currently on the board. Exception: smoke any blaze hex emanating from that blaze hex is never affected by the gust.
Does it say or emanating?
It says
smoke in a blaze hex.
In a blaze hex emanating from that blaze hex. So the smoke would be here and here, but these would be gone. And it doesn't really matter for our purposes, but I just want to make sure we.
No, it's fair. No, that's fair. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, we can. If it says or, then yeah. So Russian turn was a Skulkorama, a little bit of backing off. That's about it.
Right. So prep fire phase, none.
Flat.
So you guys are on German 2, American 2.
American too.
American 2, German defensive. Just blasting each other across the river, apparently.
Hunting.
Okay.
Oh, it lasts some action. Half squad runs across the bridge, and the 447 does an 8-2 and pins him. Okay, we're at end of 2, and the German has moved up a bit. He's moving forward slowly. Probably going to take this bridge and building. Russians are skulking back, just falling back in order. Defense in depth. Whee! So, what turn are we on, guys?
German turn 3.
German 3, beginning of turn?
Yep.
Okay, so he prepped some dudes. Did anybody break?
No, I was attempting spotted fire with a mortar down here to place smoke, and I didn't have any smoke.
Ah, bummer.
Yep.
I hate when it happens.
Yep.
Oh, there's the AT gun revealed. How you doing, Scott? You lost anybody yet?
Not yet.
Nobody broken.
A gun recall. This guy's recalled.
Oh, bad
He
news.
just broke his gun.
Oh, that sucks. All right, never try to repair a gun. It's one of those quirkies of squad leader.
I shouldn't have done it. I thought, nah.
It's a mobile machine gun platform.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a very quick going scenario. Russians continue to withdraw, no losses yet, just gradually falling back. Russian armor will come on after this German turn. Germans are moving up through the central woods and also on the Russian right flank in order to take these 2 victory objectives, which are worth a point apiece. So the ASL group plays at Active Imagination. There's always a lot of stuff going on. This is little tabletop combat stuff. This is colorful. A bunch of like dudes taking buildings, it looks like. And this is laser cut stuff. This is incredible. Look at this. Did you guys do this yourself or you buy this stuff?
Dan.
Dan?
She bought it, I'm pretty sure.
Oh wow, it's
Yeah, he didn't buy
amazing.
this. He buys it, yeah.
That's amazing. What a complex.
It's really nice.
Looks fun.
I'm gonna spend an order.
All right, and then over here we got something going on. Oh, here's some cool stuff.
Shot
Check
in
this
here,
out.
short range. Hits 4, 5, or 6 of side armor.
Oh, stuff's
and
blowing
side
up,
armor.
apparently. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, stuff's blowing up right and left. Oh, look at these guys. There's some Russians. What are those, JS1s or something?
Yep.
JS2s?
They are just
Wow. Spiffy.
12.
Very nice.
4, 12 bounces.
This is so much more interesting than ASL. with our little
Well, I've done
cardboard counters.
ASL in miniature as well.
Yeah.
Just make a table and just put dots at normal intervals.
Yeah. What's your name?
Pattern. John.
John, good to meet you. I'm Pierce.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So that's, and then you play 20 millimeters, but you take the counters for the weapons, like the Panzerfaust and machine guns.
Yeah.
And you have little clips, and you stick them in the bases behind the teams. That's how you play ASL in 3 dimensions. Or you can find grid squares. They make foam terrain out of the grid squares.
Okay, last defensive fire phase. The mortar guy who was here dismantled his mortar. He ran all the way to there. Tanks came in, BTs are just clogging the hole. Russians continue to fall back in good order, defending up front. Germans are moving up slowly. That's the end of Russian turn 4. Germans got 3 more turns to take either a combination of killing 3 Russian squads and or tanks, gets a point for a squad and a point for a tank, or these buildings. So at this point he's got 5 victory points. He needs 3 more. But if I kill one of his tanks, the tally goes up, or the requirement for victory goes up. But he does win instantly when he does that. Still Mexican standoff over here. These guys came in.
Oh no, I got 6 broken squads.
Came in on your-
He crushed everything right here.
Oh my goodness.
Right. American heavies, rate of fire 3.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Tell the camera how you feel.
40 millimeter AA guns, IFE 8, rate of fire 2. Yeah.
He's kicking your ass, man.
Yeah. He definitely
Let
killed
me
my
see those
shot.
dice. Oh, those are the dice that are the culprits. There's the game hero right there.
Alrighty.
Okay, end of Russian 5. One of these guys rallied, so I got a squad back. Guy with the machine gun didn't. There was a little bit of moving around, just falling back. What's happening over here? Does the disaster continue?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you're shooting at 'em.
Route phase.
Oh, moving up with the big tanks. Wow, to take on these guys. Oh, protecting the flank.
Well, I don't have any infantry to get across the bridge because they all got smashed on the stern. So
Oh, no.
with 50 cows. One.
Oh, 50 cows. That's what the problem is.
Yeah,
Wow.
two of them.
Insane. 250 cows.
I think he is.